I want to start with you, Mr. Baby, because it is your job to maintain law and order. A rally is allowed of the Jamaat-e-Islami's youth wing, where they have a Hamas leader online, the Solidarity Youth Movement, saying they want to uproot Hindutva and apartheid Zionism. Now, how can you allow then Hamas to participate in a rally at a time like this, when there are serious questions over the way Hamas has launched terror attacks in Israel? All of this is seen to build a certain radicalization within the Muslim community, and the Kerala government is being accused of turning a blind eye to it.
That allegation that Kerala government is turning a blind eye towards any extremist activity, it is totally unfounded. Kerala government is taking all possible steps to ensure that terrorist forces, extremist forces are not able to influence people and incite them into terrorist activities.
No, so why was this rally allowed? Why was a rally involving a Hamas leader allowed?
Yeah, you see, first of all, I don't know. The state of Kerala, legally working organizations are having full freedom to organize programs in solidarity with Palestine or with any other, liberation movement. I don't think they might have mentioned that we are going to have the message of Hamas leader would be played. I don't know whether it was a recorded message which was played or it is an online, conversation or address.
How do
anyway?
But doesn't it worry the Kerala government that this can be used? You're saying freedom of speech. You're claiming freedom of speech that is respected by the Kerala government, and therefore you have allowed it. Am I correct? That's the stand of the Kerala government, that this falls within free speech.
You see, we have to see what was the content of his speech. It is only speculation and hearsay. Then Kerala government would definitely investigate whether there was any statement inciting violence or extremist activity was there in the speech, the recorded speech of the Hamas leader. Now, Hamas is not a banned organization. That also we should understand.
I've taken your point, Mr. Baby, but let me for a moment bring in Mr. Poonawala, because Mr. Poonawala, look at how it plays out. This rally takes place. The next day, on Sunday, when there is a blast at a Jehovah's Witness gathering on a Sunday morning, immediately the BJP goes into overdrive and seems to draw a link between the rally where the Hamas leader was online and what happened the next day. When the reality is, it turns out to be someone called Dominic Martins. Now, this is part of the problem. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, your leader, jumps the gun and immediately draws a link. You seem to be also fishing in troubled waters.
Rajdeep, thank you very much. First of all, Rajiv Chandrasekhar did not jump any gun. In fact, I remember his statement verbatim. He said that what is happening in Kerala is the platformization of radical elements. And there has been, you said, seems to draw a link. If you have definitive statement that we have concluded both to be one after the other, then you please provide that.
He says the blasts have taken place just 24 hours after the Hamas leader's speech. And Congress left are indulging in appeasement politics. What is the connection between the Jehovah's Witness blast and what the Hamas rally? He seemed to suggest there's a Muslim group behind it without doing any investigation.
Rajiv Chandrasekhar, now Mr. Rajdeep, you will have to hear me out as well. Again, I'm saying, Rajiv Chandrasekhar stated two facts. One, that a Hamas leader was given a platform where the agenda was also uproot Hindutva, etc. And that is a truism. Secondly, the blast took place within 24 hours of that. That is also a truism. In fact, you must ask Rajdeep that if they do believe that whatever has happened by Jamaat-e-Islami is indeed not correct, has the Kerala police taken any action on Jamaat-e-Islami till now? Point number two, isn't it a true fact? Now he says that Hamas is not banned. Let me give him some other examples. Mr. Baby, PFI was banned When was Omar Salam, who was given a job in KSAB, removed from the job that he had in the government department? Why wasn't he removed when the Kerala police himself had arrested him in 2020 for anti-national activities from 2020 to 2023? Why was this man who was with PFI, who your police arrested for anti-national activities, not kicked out of KSCB? Chalo, forget that. Elathur train attack took place. Immediately, the IG immediately says that Shahrukh Saifi is a person who's mentally unstable. Thereafter, the NIA steps in, and thereafter, the Kerala police and the SIT acknowledge that he was a highly radicalized individual who was watching Zakir Naik's videos. Leave that also aside. Now, let me come to 2-3 facts that I need to state about what has happened in Kerala. First of all, here is a statement of Mr. M.A. Baby, and I hope Rajdeep, you will ask him. This has been published on 9th October in Times of India. M.A. Baby, when asked about the attack by Hamas, says, Israel is a terrorist country. The Hamas attack is only a retaliation to what Israel has done earlier. If you are labeling Hamas a terrorist organization, then you have to accept Israel is also a terrorist country. This is M.A. Baby's quoted statement. Then let me also quote to you what Mr. Swaraj has said, who is a CPIM leader. This is when Shashi Tharoor on an IUML platform calls out Hamas for terrorism. Mr. Swaraj says, Tharoor has shown solidarity with Israel, and he slams Tharoor and says Israel is a terrorist state. Then Mr. Munir, who's also on our show together, he goes ahead and says, the British used to call our freedom fighters like Mr. Azad and Bhagat Singh as terrorists. Resistance in Gaza is being labeled as terrorism. When somebody will go for genocide, those who are hurling pebbles are now using more vigorous means to resist, and therefore this is not called a terrorism. This is the statement of Mr. Munir. Can I please ask Rajdeep, if you
Mr. Munir,
can ask these
Mr.
panelists,
Mr. Poonawala,
the actions of 7th of October,
Mr.
are they
Poonawala,
terrorism or are they resistance,
Okay.
and are they actions that are justifiable?
Okay, let Mr. Munir respond.
Please ask them this
Yes,
first.
I will certainly
First
ask
Mr.
them.
Baby
I will
and
just
Mr.
a
Munir
minute,
categorically,
Mr. Poonawala,
is
you
Hamas's
cannot
actions of
hijack
7th
the show.
October
You
terrorism
cannot
or
hijack
resistance?
the show. They have every right to respond to you. Let Mr. Munir respond.
I'm not
Mr.
trying
Munir,
to. There are also 3 versus
Mr.
1
Munir,
panel,
no,
so I
sir,
must get
please
proportionate
put down
time.
his volume.